welcome back to the channel. We are now live covering some severe weather in the Midwest. First, let's talk about this confirmed tornado uh, for Creek and Tulsa counties in Oklahoma. This is headed right towards Tulsa, Oklahoma. You can definitely see that hook echo on the radar. Here's velocity. You can definitely see a of that hook echo. And we also got 3 tornado watches. So I'm going to get into that. Yeah, we got 3 tornado watches. One of them down here for much of the stretching from Dallas all the way up into the Tulsa metro area. We got one for places like Wichita, Kansas, all the way into places like Springfield, Missouri, and Jefferson City, Missouri. Then we got another one up here near Great Bend, Kansas, all the way up into Des Moines and Iowa, Fort Dodge, Iowa. So definitely be ready for that. We had a PDS tornado warning up here in Michigan. It's crazy because the main risk is down here in this area in the Plains area. But yeah, we did have a strong tornado on the ground in Michigan. So let's talk more about this down here. I did just get an alert from one of my weather apps that we got a tornado watch. So yeah, I'm included in this one over here. Um, yeah, that's about it for that. This tornado warning expires in 37 minutes. Again, Creek and Tulsa counties in Oklahoma. If you have any questions, maybe if you're just tuning in, then you can leave them in the chat. Make sure to share this. With anyone you know, especially if they live in this area. I think I will end the stream before everything is already over, just because it'll be like it'll everything will end at around 4 a.m. So I'm not gonna live stream that much for that long. But if you know anyone who lives in this area, then make sure you share this with them or let them know. Um, um, what's that? All right, so yeah, tornado observed. It expires in 35 minutes, heading towards Tulsa in Oklahoma. Um, all right, sorry I wasn't talking a whole lot. I was just changing something. We got a group of thunderstorms near the Neosho Joplin area. There is a special weather statement, so be ready for that. We just got a severe thunderstorm warning for Sarcoxy, Leewood, Diamond, Granby, Neosho, and parts of Joplin, Missouri. This is heading towards Carthage, Webb City, Craytown, Sarcoxy. I think I already said that, and then Miller. So be ready for some. Let's see. Be ready for some uh, hail, large hail possible, and 60 miles per hour wind gusts. This is all radar indicated. So yeah, we got a severe thunderstorm warning. Let's go down here to Oklahoma. This is Tulsa. Um, we have a tornado on the ground, likely on the ground, just southwest of Tulsa. So be ready for that. If you live in Tulsa, get ready for some tornado. Maybe move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Basements work. Um, like bathrooms or walk-in closets or something like that. Let's take a look at the tornado threat because yeah, I just want to review the tornado threat and how high it is. So I'm going to change it to tornado threat. So we do have places like Jefferson City, Ashland, and Columbia. We do have a 5% tornado risk, and there's a hatched area, so any tornadoes that form can be strong. And then in the just north of Kansas City, we got a 10% tornado risk for much of the St. Joseph area and the Kansas City area. This is also a hatched area, so any tornadoes that form has the possibility to be strong. And then we have a 10% tornado risk extending from Springfield all the way down into the Oklahoma and Texas border. So that's all you really need to know about this. The tornado risk, that red brown color means there's a 5% tornado risk, and then that yellow outlined area means that there's a 10% risk. So, and it's also all hatched, SIG level 1 hatched area. So that's all you really need to know about the tornado threat. Let's take a look at these severe thunderstorms just north of South Bend, Indiana. One sec, I'm gonna change the radar to the closest one. This is just off the lake. It looks like a more damaging wind and hail threat. There is a tornado possible in some of these. There is still a tornado threat. That's kind of what I'm trying to say. Yeah, we have a lot of lightning in this too. So make sure, if anyone possibly lives up there that's watching the stream, then consider seeking shelter indoors. Check back in on this. We have that severe thunderstorm warning for the Joplin metro area. So make sure you are ready for that. It's all radar indicated. So yeah, here it is. We have some of those supercell thunderstorms. This one has, I'm not sure if there's a tornado possible tag on this. Yeah, it's all radar indicated. It expires in 45 minutes. Yeah, Newton County's in Missouri. Newton County and Missouri. Yeah, that's all you need to know about this one. We still have that confirmed tornado near Tulsa. Alright, they just updated. It's radar indicated now. That means we do not have a tornado on the ground. Or at least that's all we know. There could be a tornado on the ground. We can definitely see that strong hook echo right there. So yeah, this is heading towards Tulsa. We have a very tight velocity couplet on the left. Sorry, right. Yeah, I don't see anything on correlation coefficient, so yeah, I think we're good for that. I don't think there is a tornado on the ground, but you still need to take shelter if anyone possibly lives near the Tulsa metro area. So yeah, that's all you really need to know about that. I'm gonna change it to one screen. We have 13 warnings. One of them is a tornado warning. If you have any questions, leave it in the chat. We have two tornado watches. One of them extending from central Texas up into places like the Wichita area. Then we got another one from Joplin all the way up into the Jefferson City area. And then we got one from Great Bend, Kansas, all the way up into Des Moines, Iowa. Thank you guys for the 3 likes. I really appreciate that. Yeah, we got tornado watches all over the place. So yeah, let's see what Jack has to say.
Okay, so I'm here. We have a tornado in Oklahoma. Let's look here in Tulsa, I think. Yeah, Tulsa. You can see down there in Lot C, there's a pretty strong storm with, it's like a severe, it's radar indicated, and it expires in 27 minutes. So there's a severe thunderstorm warning in the Joplin metro area. It's all radar indicated. Let's look at. There's a severe thunderstorm in Missouri. It expires in 42 minutes. Let's look. We can see in Bartsville and back to Oliver.
All right, guys, I'm back. That was my little brother Jack. Right now it's I'm looking out my window. Is partly cloudy. So that's the weather going on over here in southwest Missouri. We do have a severe thunderstorm warning in the Joplin metro area. So definitely be ready for that. We have a severe thunderstorm warning for the Coffeyville area. So definitely be ready for that. This is Coffeyville, Kansas. Let's yeah, be ready for that. And then we have this tornado warning near the Tulsa metro area. Crete and Tulsa counties in Oklahoma. Take shelter. It's radar indicated. It expires in 26 minutes. So that's all you need to know about that. So yeah, we got a tornado watch for most of these areas. We also got a severe thunderstorm watch stretching from the Bloomington, Illinois area all the way up to Grand Rapids, Michigan. This watch expires in about 3 hours and 55 minutes. I forgot to get into that for the tornado watches. So this one, that includes most of the Ozarks. It expires in 6 hours and 55 minutes. So let's see what time it is. Alright, so I'll be 6 hours and... So this is going to expire after midnight. And then this one over here in Oklahoma and parts of Texas expires in 3 hours and 55 minutes. And then this one up here just north of Kansas City expires in 3 hours and 55 minutes. So make sure you're ready for that. If you live anywhere in the Omaha area, the Des Moines area, all the way down into Great Bend, Kansas. We have a new tornado warning. This does include Tulsa. It's radar indicated. Osage and Tulsa counties in Oklahoma. This one expires in 54 minutes. Hail an inch in diameter, radar indicated. It does look like we have maybe some large hail just north of Lotzie, Oklahoma. So definitely be ready for that. That's all you really need to know about this one. It might miss Tulsa. We can see a really strong signal for a tornado over here. You can see a massive hook echo. And we do have some mesoscale discussions, just covering all these, tornado watches. So yeah, that's about it. All you need to know about that. Let me know in the chat if you have any questions. So yeah, Joplin metro area. You still need to remain indoors, especially Diamond, Missouri. We do have a severe thunderstorm warning. Some cities included in this, and all these tornado watches include places like Springfield, Missouri, Cassville, Missouri, Branson, Missouri, Lebanon, Missouri, Osage Beach, Missouri, Jefferson City, Missouri, Pittsburgh, Kansas, Joplin, Missouri, Sorry about that. So yeah, we got. Sorry, dude. Let me know in the chat if you have any questions. But let's look at timing for uh, the Springfield metro area and the Ozarks. Let's look at the Springfield metro area and the Ozarks. We do have a tornado watch for that area. I think it's hard to tell when there's supercell thunderstorms going through, but I think now to around 9 p.m. We will see some strong thunderstorms move through, capable of producing tornadoes. Guys, let me know if you can hear me, because something's up with the microphone. Guys, can you hear me? Let me know in the chat. Sorry about this. Yeah, let me know in the chat if you can hear me. It should be working now. All right, it's working. Something's up with the microphone. Sorry about that. I think the timing for most of the Ozarks, there is a tornado watch. It is hard to tell when we have these supercell thunderstorms, but I think around now to maybe around 9 p.m. we'll see the highest tornado threat, and then around 11 to midnight we'll see a line of thunderstorms move through. I was looking at the HRRR and it shows a huge Boeing segment move through the Springfield metro area, so be ready for that. I will continue to update you even when this live stream ends. And then we'll have the main line come through around 4 a.m. It'll be mostly a wind and hail threat, but there is a possibility for tornadoes. So that's all you need to know about the Ozarks and what might happen. Whoa, my bad. Yeah, same thing for the Oklahoma area. We don't have a tornado watch for Arkansas, but I think we might get one pretty soon for this area. So make sure you stay tuned. Now we got 4 likes, so I appreciate it. Thank you for that. So yeah, that's all you really need to know about this. Whoops. this severe thunderstorm is about a severe thunderstorm is about 16 miles away from Carthage, around 18 miles away from Saracoxy, and it is moving northeast at around. I'm not sure how fast. Yeah, moving northeast at about around 35 miles per hour. Per hour. Definitely be ready for that. You might think, places like this, think they might not get anything. Well, I think something might start to develop over here, and it'll start moving to the northeast. I also got this storm system, or this area of convection. Yeah, let me know in the comments. Let me know in the chat if you have any questions. Yeah, we have a very healthy supercell thunderstorm entering the Tulsa metro area. Places like Sand Springs appear to be right over the Hook Echo area. They have a very strong signal for a velocity couplet, so that means there could be a tornado. That's why they issued the warning. It's good that correlation coefficient doesn't really show anything. But if anyone lives over here, I would take shelter. So that's all you need to know about that tornado warning. Let me know if you have any questions in the chat. Oops. Yeah, I'm gonna kind of keep the radar like this. This warning expires in 45 minutes, by the way. Alright, so it is. I was looking out my window and it is pretty dark out there. I'm looking at this storm. Yeah, I was looking at this storm right here. Alright, guys, so I'm gonna kind of transition the. Sorry, I can't pronounce that. Put the stream to out my window so you can look at, everything that's going on outside. Here we go. So yeah, that's what we're looking at up there. Try not to show anything because I don't really feel safe videoing my whole neighborhood on YouTube. But yeah, that's just a good look at what it looks like out there. Alright, I'm back to the radar. I just wanted to show you what it looks like over there. Storms are starting to explode. I do think the cap finally broke, and we're seeing some thunderstorms start to develop and explode into the atmosphere. This storm right here is, I'm going to check. It's not there. Enhanced echo tops. There's some echo tops that kind of just shows how high the storm is. This is 11 minutes old, but yeah, this goes pretty high up into the atmosphere. Um, So yeah, let me know in the chat if you have any questions. We do have a new tornado warning. New tornado warning in central Oklahoma. Here it is. This includes Seminole County in Oklahoma. As radar indicated, expires in 26 minutes. Yeah, we definitely have some rotation. So take shelter if you live in Seminole County in Oklahoma. So this is our main area of concern right now. As we got some tornado warnings and severe thunderstorm warnings. Um, Alright, sorry about that. I am keeping a close eye on this storm right here in the Joplin metro area. Alright, we got a new tornado warning. This includes Osage and Tulsa counties in Oklahoma. This one is radar indicated. Radar indicated. Yeah, very healthy supercell thunderstorm. And we got some hail on that, and then the hook echo come down. So yeah, do think the cap kind of broke. I might do a video of about what is a cap. That's kind of just like, let's say it's like a lid on a pot with the boiling water on in it or something. When you take it off, it all just explodes into the atmosphere. So a cap like prevents storms from happening, and it like builds up all this cape and moisture in the atmosphere, and once it breaks, it all just explodes up into the atmosphere and causes these storms to really start firing up. Yeah, we currently have 4 tornado warnings. Let me know in the chat if you have any questions. Yeah, we got a severe thunderstorm in the Joplin metro area. And we have, I don't know how many severe thunderstorm warnings. We have, looks like 9 severe thunderstorm warnings. One of them is in Michigan, just northwest of Detroit, and some of them are in Nebraska and Iowa. So yeah, this is our main area of concern right now. Tonight we will see more coming. We got multiple rounds of severe weather. And put your attention to the left. So I'm gonna go through everything you need to know. So this is the day 2 outlook. You got a slight risk of severe weather for the deep south and the Ohio Valley area. So that's the day 2 outlook. The day 3 outlook, we only have a marginal risk of severe weather on the East Coast. And then all the way to the day 6 outlook and the day 5 outlook, we got a large 15% slight risk of severe weather stretching from central to southern Texas, all the way up to the Bloomington, uh, Illinois area. So this is the day 5 outlook. This is Tuesday, and then this is Wednesday. It looks like we got a slight risk of severe weather for much of the deep south. And I might do a video tomorrow talking about that. So make sure you like and subscribe and stay tuned and all that. I am seeing a bit of a hook echo on this storm, but not a whole lot of rotation. And it could not be a hook echo, it could be anything else, but yeah, that's all you need to know about this storm. Yeah, let me know in the chat if you have any questions. Not much is going on as, like changing things to turn on local storm reports. Nothing reported near Joplin. Thankfully, like no hail or anything was reported. There was a tornado reported just southwest of Oklahoma. Sorry, just southwest of Tulsa, Oklahoma. Yeah, around 5:18 p.m., a tornado was reported. Don't have a whole lot of storm reports. Let me know in the chat if you have any questions. 15 warnings. That is insane. We have 4 watches. 3 of them are tornado watches. Yeah, let me know in the chat if you have any questions. We still got these tornado warnings in Oklahoma. All of them are radar indicated. Creek, Oxfusky, Osage, Tulsa, Seminole, and Seminole counties in Oklahoma take shelter because there is a tornado warning. It is radar indicated. We do have a mesoscale discussion for the Oklahoma area. This should expire really soon. Yeah, it expires in 48 minutes. Yeah, we still have that severe thunderstorm warning for the Diamond and the Joplin metro area. They may expand this into places like this. It is all radar indicated. There are no reports of hail or anything. It is heading about 35 miles per hour. Mount Vernon, Springfield, Republic, the Springfield metro area and all those areas. We are not seeing a whole lot of activity yet, but I bet if any of you living over here, if you look out your window and look west, you would see a big dark cloud over here. All right, we got a new severe thunderstorm warning. This includes Carthage, Miller, and Jasper in Missouri. There's a tornado possible tag on it. Hail up to an inch in diameter. Jasper, Lawrence, and Newton counties in Missouri. It's all radar indicated. It is moving northeast at 40 miles per hour. So there's a tornado possible tag on this. This will probably hit Carthage at around 6:46 p.m. and it'll maybe hit Greenfield, Missouri at around 7:16 p.m. So be ready for that. Sarcoxy maybe around and Sarcoxy and Carthage around 6:31. We have an observed tornado in Oklahoma. So let's take a look at this. Osage and Tulsa counties. And I think it is right here. And make sure this is the right one. Yeah, we got an observed tornado. This warning expires in 31 minutes. You can see that hook echo on the left. And look at all that kind of just sucking into the storm. The storm's all sucking it in. Look at that. Looks kind of cool on radar. Alright, one of the tornado warnings in Oklahoma has expired. We take a look at correlation coefficient. Okay, so luckily I don't really see anything, but this right here might be the tornado. So yeah, we might have a tornado on the ground just north of Tulsa, Oklahoma. This warning expires in 29 minutes. Osage and Tulsa counties in Oklahoma. Take shelter. Yeah, and make sure to share this as many people as you know that lives anywhere in this whole area, this whole entire area. Yeah, we'll just wait for something else to happen. Let me know in the chat if you have any questions. I know I say that a lot, but we've now been live for about 40 minutes. Sorry about that. Did you hear that? That was my dogs barking. We definitely can see some hail in this near Fidelity. It's getting hammered by hail. Reeds, Carthage, Avila. You're in the path of this severe thunderstorm with, it looks like, some pretty large hail. We got some of these tornado warnings. These have been in effect for a while now. Yeah, let me know in the chat if you have any questions. Here's a look at that observed tornado. Definitely have a tight velocity couplet. We have a very tight velocity couplet. So, yeah, we likely have a tornado on the ground. This just look at that. Kind of lost the words after I just saw this all of a sudden. Yeah, we have a tornado. We likely have a tornado on the ground in Oklahoma, just north of Tulsa. If you look on the left, there's a correlation coefficient. You see that darker color right there, and then you go to split screen and see there's a velocity couplet. Then you can see that there's a tornado on the ground. All right, we have a tornado on the ground in Turley, Oklahoma. There's not a whole lot of lightning in this. There definitely is some, but not a whole lot, especially ahead of it. We likely have a tornado on the ground, and it is rain wrapped. So do not wait to see or hear the tornado. Should be a PDS warning, which stands for a particularly dangerous situation. We have a very dangerous situation on our hands. Very large tornado. All right, that updated it. We still got that. We still can see that up there. It just went right past Turley. Can't even really see a hook echo on reflectivity. Tornado observed. It's moving northeast at 35 miles per hour. It is a damaging tornado. Radar confirmed. So you have to live anywhere north of Tulsa, take shelter. Just north of Tulsa. This looks like it's heading right for Oswell. Alright, they issued a new warning. Osage, Rogers, Tulsa, and Washington counties in Oklahoma. In Osage, Rogers, Tulsa, and Washington counties in Oklahoma. This is an observed tornado. Yeah, in between Sperry and Turley in Oklahoma. It's a dangerous situation. It's heading right for Limestone, Collinsville, Oolaga. So take shelter if you live anywhere over there. Yeah, it's a very dangerous situation. Wouldn't be surprised if we saw a PDS tornado warning soon. There's the tornado. Yeah, we got a very tight velocity couplet. Tornado looks like it is right here. Looks like the tornado is right here. Just east northeast of Turley, Oklahoma. Alright, I'm back, everyone. Sorry about that. Yeah, we still haven't observed a tornado. There's a lot of lightning in this. It is rain wrapped and it is getting dark, so you shouldn't wait to see or hear the tornado. Let me know in the chat if you have any questions. I wouldn't be surprised if they issued a PDS tornado warning. It looks like it is going to go past Sperry and Oswell, Oklahoma, so that's good. But I don't know about Turley. Collinsville looks like it's heading close to Collinsville, Luga, and all those areas. I will let you know if they issue a PDS tornado warning. I'm not seeing any rotation in the storm in the just east of Joplin. But we definitely can see some hail in between Carthage and Sarcoxy, heading for Reeds, Alvilla, and all those areas. So make sure you're ready for that. If you live anywhere in the Joplin metro area, if you have any questions, let me know in the chat. We still haven't observed a tornado just north of Tulsa, Oklahoma, heading for Collinsville. It's getting hard to see on correlation coefficient. That's probably because there's not a lot of cities in the way, so that is good. On the left, we can definitely see the tornado looks like it is right here. You can see it on the right too, correlation coefficient. Yeah, make sure to share this. Yeah, I think for the Ozarks, it'll be in about maybe an hour, 2 hours. We already have this severe thunderstorm warning for the Joplin metro area. As we see these storms start to move into the area, especially these ones, they're pretty small, but they will start to grow as they move up here. If you have any questions, let me know in the chat. Thank you guys for the 5 likes we have. I really appreciate it. Still got this observed tornado in Osage, Rogers, Tulsa, and Washington counties in Oklahoma. Oswell, places like Oswell is real right next to us. Collinsville, I don't know, it might get a direct hit. So this thing does look like it's moving straight for Collinsville. We got this tornado warning down in farther south in Oklahoma. Creek and Okfuskee counties in Oklahoma expires in 16 minutes. We're waiting for this warning next to Collinsville. Heading for Collinsville. Looks like a tornado might be right there. Let me know in the chat if you have any questions. I currently have 5 likes, so thank you guys for that. It means a lot to me. And yeah, make sure to share this. Try to get all this news out to people. Is it just me, or do you guys get kind of excited when severe weather is coming your way? I don't mean like tornadoes that are harming people, 'cause that's never good, but like just a nice summer thunderstorm. I don't know. Part of me kind of likes it when the wind starts blowing and it's we got real heavy rain and there's thunder and all that. So, but yeah, never when tornadoes are like harming people and all that. But yeah, it looks like we do have a tornado on the ground, heading straight for Collinsville, Oklahoma. Starting, we're losing. We can't. It's hard to see it on uh correlation coefficient on the right. Yeah, all we know is it is heading for Collinsville. This is still observed, radar confirmed. Yeah, if you have any questions, let me know in the chat. We do have a severe thunderstorm warning for most of the Joplin metro area. If you're just tuning in, for much of the Joplin metro area. We do have some possible pretty large hail on this. Heading towards Avila, Carthage, and Craytown and all those areas. I don't think any of this is gonna hit them, but I bet if you live anywhere in the Springfield metro area, look out your window, look west, and you might see a huge dark cloud. So I'm closely watching this, and we got some storms just west of Bolivar. We have no warning or statement or anything on this, but places like Stockton, Huntsville, and Greenfield, we got some isolated thunderstorms starting to develop, heading northeast. I forgot to say, I think Missouri, uh, they issued a state of emergency because of these severe storms. So be ready for that, and then let me know in the chat if you have any questions. Yeah, we got a severe thunderstorm warning for the most of the Joplin metro area. And we got a confirmed tornado heading for Collinsville, Oklahoma. Take shelter if you live over there. It's getting harder and harder to see it on radar. Yeah, Collinsville, it's getting close. May have already, it's hard to tell on correlation coefficient. I think the tornado might be right in here. That does look like it may be right here, but Collinsville, if anyone out of the 3 people that are watching, no, 2 people that are watching, that lives in Collinsville, Oklahoma. Take shelter. If you have any questions, leave a question in the chat. Severe thunderstorm warning for that was in the Joplin metro area. It is heading northwest towards the Jefferson City area. Yeah, let me know in the chat if you have any questions. Alright, so we got a small thunderstorm over here heading towards the Springfield metro area. There's no warning or anything on this. Then that tornado that might heading close to Collinsville. I think it might miss, but Aluga, Oklahoma, take shelter. I don't see a whole lot on the right, which is correlation coefficient. We did have a tornado reported just north of Tulsa, Oklahoma. NWS observation, 6:28 p.m. So yeah, from radar. TDS from radar. 6 NW, Tulsa, Oklahoma. We've been live for about an hour now. We do have a tornado warning south of Tulsa, Oklahoma. Yeah, this one's about 30 miles southwest of Tulsa, Oklahoma. His radar indicated expires in 8 minutes. This one includes Creek and Okfuskee counties in Oklahoma. Yeah, make sure to share this. We do have some hail in this storm. This one that was near Avila. It's a pretty small storm, but it's got some pretty large hail in it. I'm not seeing any rotation. Yeah, not much going on. Well, not much different that's going on. Had this observed tornado for a while. This warning expires in 37 minutes. We have a group of thunderstorms near the Jefferson City area. The radar near Jefferson City hasn't really been working a lot, so at least on the radar scope. Yeah, we got some thunderstorms over here. These could strengthen into some more mature thunderstorms, but for now they're just little blobs, just bring a little bit of rain. Every thunderstorm starts off as a little blob of rain on radar. This 10% hatched tornado risk extends from Springfield, Missouri, all the way down into Sherman, Texas. This other one up here was from the Kansas City metro area all the way to the Nebraska and Kansas border. They have a new tornado warning. This one I think is radar indicated. Yeah, I don't see anything in correlation coefficient. Yeah, we have a very strong velocity couplet. Right in here. We also have a lot of lightning in the storm too. Yeah, make sure you share this. We have 4 tornado warnings. 2 of them expire very soon, about 5 minutes. I haven't seen much activity or tornado warnings up here in the this 10% tornado risk. The higher risk may be later tonight. Right now we got some severe thunderstorms. Oh yeah, we definitely have some supercell thunderstorms around this area. Just tuning in, we got an observed tornado just north of Tulsa, Oklahoma. Yeah, make sure to share this. Still have that observed tornado warning just north of Tulsa, Oklahoma. Heading towards Aluga, Oklahoma. Have a very, look at that hook echo. Very strong signal for a tornado. I think the tornado might be right here. You can see it on radar. Look at that. We have a very tight velocity couplet just east of Collinsville. So this is definitely a dangerous situation. Oh, it looks like we do have a tornado on the ground. Alright guys, we have a tornado on the ground just east of Collinsville, Oklahoma. Again, we have an observed tornado, radar confirmed tornado, just east of Collinsville, Oklahoma. Here it is. The tornado's right here. We have a huge hook echo. This very healthy supercell thunderstorm. Aluga, take shelter. Yeah, Rogers County. Yeah, we have a very strong hook echo. Everything here is saying that there's a tornado on the ground. All 3 different radar types, I guess. Yeah, a tornado should be right around here. So we got an observed tornado near Rogers County in Oklahoma. Thank you guys for 5 likes. Means a lot to me. And so yeah, that's about it. Let's see what Jack has to say.
Okay, I am back. Let's look here. Let's look here in Joplin. You can see right here, and okay, let's zoom in a little bit more. Okay, so there's a pretty strong storm over here in Joplin, and if we go here in Baxter Springs, we can see one. Here's a tornado watch. We can look.
All right, I'm back. All right, I'm back, guys. That was Jack, my little brother, suggesting again. I gotta close this microphone on. All right, we still have that observed tornado. Very strong looking hook echo. That was a nasty storm. You can see it just south of Aluga, Oklahoma. You can see it on correlation coefficient and velocity. Looks like we likely have a tornado on the ground. It says we got no one watching. Come on, guys. Just had like 5 views, 5 people watching. We might end the stream really soon because not much is happening. I might come back on in maybe an hour or so. So make sure you stay tuned. Maybe like and subscribe for more updates. I will do another live stream soon, like today. So yeah, make sure you stay tuned and bye everyone. Thank you for watching.